Hi, it's October book haul time. The only book missing from this is Last Kids on Earth, book 1, which we finally found and my kid is currently reading. So I wasn't going to go ahead and interrupt her to film this. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into it. The first one I found was more Millie, Molly, Mandy stories by Joyce Lancaster Brisley. There we go. I really enjoyed reading this. This is one of those books listed in the 1001 children's books you should read before you grow up. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and so I was really excited to come across it at Books A Million as part of their warehouse sale. I believe it was $2, which is the case for most of the ones I'm going to go ahead and show you today. Books A Million is quickly becoming my favorite chain bookstore simply because of their wonderfully priced used books. The next one I got was Dragonwings by Lawrence Yep. What I like about this version is that this is like the Literature Connections series, so it has extra questions in it and discussion points and also related readings. So I thought this would be a lot of fun to go ahead and read this with kid. Next, Pugs of the Frozen North by Philip Reeve and Sarah McIntyre. My kid wanted this one a couple months ago, but it didn't really look like the sort of thing she'd read more than once, and so I kind of waited hoping it'd get cheaper, and it did! I think it was $3.99 back in the children's discount section for Books A Million. Then I picked up, let me just grab them all in a hunk, let's see, Agatha Christie's. 3 Agatha Christie novels. These were on the $1 table, again at Books A Million. Now, I already own and read Murder on the Orient Express, but I bought another one because sometimes I end up in a conversation where I recommend this book, and I thought, hey, you know, it'd be fun to be able to just give somebody this book, and for $1, I mean, can't go wrong. So, that's why I bought that one. These two, Peril at End House and Faire at Styles, I have not read. They're nice hardcovers for $1. The only drawback is they've got these price stickers. I'm not sure what store those are from originally, because the Books A Million stickers tend to peel off very well. So I'm not sure whose stickers those were. I thought Target, but they're kind of the wrong size, unless like they're old Target stickers. But those things don't peel off, so. Anyhow, the sticker residue is probably going to bother me, but then if I really, really like them, I guess I can buy a nicer copy. But my library no longer has very many Agatha Christie's, so it's either buy them to read them or, you know, don't read them. Those are the choices. Let's see. Next. All's Fair in Middle School. I meant to read this one when it came out. I was still working at the library then, and I had kind of a waiting list, so I didn't want to interrupt a kid who was reading it by putting it on hold. And then they all looked gross because they'd been read so much, so then I didn't want to read them then. And so then I found this one, and it was only $2.50 at Books A Million as a used copy, and it's a really nice used copy, so I can finally read it. The next one I bought was the cloth-bound Jane Eyre. I'd bought a few of these, but not all of them. I just bought ones that I absolutely didn't have, and I had Jane Eyre in paperback, so I hadn't worried about buying it initially. But now it was down to, I think it was marked down to $5, and then it was 30% off that. So at that point, I couldn't resist any longer. Alright. The next ones I bought, you probably noticed if you saw my book tour video, that I had just book 5 of The Princess in Black by Shannon Hale. So these were on the clearance cart, for the used book clearance cart. So they were an extra 30% off the used price, and they were already just $1.50 each. So I have book 1, Princess in Black, book 2, Princess in Black and the Perfect Princess Party, book 3, Princess in Black and the Hungry Bunny Horde, book 4, Princess in Black Goes on Vacation. So yes, I wasn't going to buy them. My daughter's 8. She's pretty much done with these, I think, but she just really wanted them, and so I caved and I let her have them and figured, hey, you know what, when she's done with them, I can go ahead and just pass them on to another kid. It's not a big deal. So that's those. And next one, the rest of this is my Goodwill pile. Goodwill's hardcovers kind of well, stink, to put it mildly. I really feel like they scan through them and anything good just gets sold at auction on their Goodwill website. Because the hardcovers are I never find anything I want in the hardcovers. Paperbacks, I have more luck. So for instance, I bought this one. My library doesn't have the complete set of the series anymore. This isn't book one. But I finally decided, hey, you know what? If I just keep buying these every time I see them, eventually I'll have the whole set except book one, right? Because you never find book one. I don't know why that is. And then I'll just buy book one. So that'll be easy. So I'll pay for, full price for book one, and, I'll get the other ones discounted. So this one looked nice and clean, and, it's 99 cents. It's totally worth doing. And then, let's see. Then my pile of children's books, because I always buy a bunch of children's books. I bought another Dick King Smith book. Ace the Very Important Pig. Hopefully this isn't one I already own under another title. A lot of his books got retitled after the movie Babe the Pig came out, so hopefully this isn't just a retitle of one I already own. We'll see. Oh, don't fall. The next one I bought was an Encyclopedia Brown book by Sobol. Encyclopedia Brown Carries On. I have an old hardcover up on the top shelf that you probably saw in my bookshelf haul video, bookshelf tour video. Wow, can't talk today. So I decided to get this one as a reader copy. I read a ton of those as a kid, but my copies were all paperback and they got gross and disgusting, and I threw them away a few years ago just because they were just so bad. They were no longer readable. So I'm going to start gradually accumulating a few anyways to see if kid gets into them. The next one I bought was The Great Gilly Hopkins by Paterson? I don't know. I have another copy of it. I put it off to the side because it's so gross, and now I can get rid of it. This is my gross Gilly Hopkins book. So now I can say goodbye, gross Gilly Hopkins book, and hello, much nicer Gilly Hopkins book. The next one I bought was Wings of Fire, The Lost Heir by Sutherland. I think my daughter's going to enjoy reading these books, but again, it's the same. I can't ever find book one, so she hasn't ever tried them because I haven't found book one. So I need to just cave, buy book one new. It probably won't kill me, buy book one new, and then just pick up the other ones as I find them because, 59 cents for, that's a decent looking copy for 59 cents. That's about as nice as it'll look after she's done reading it anyways, no matter how many bookmarks I leave laying around the place, because really, I have a lot of bookmarks around this house. I still find the books like this, which makes me sad. It's like, don't put your book like that. That's how you break books. Anyhow, I digress. My next book is The Butterfly Lion by Michael Morpurgo. It seems like that's probably right. The only reason I bought this one, I read the description, I was kind of like, I don't know if that's going to be very good. But it sort of reminded me of Born Free, which was a book I enjoyed as a teenager. And I don't know if that book's very good either. Anyways, I bought this one because last month I bought this one by the same author. And so I thought, well, you know what? Since I already have this one, might as well have this one. It looks like it's probably a pretty short read. And again, 59 cents at Goodwill. So yes, that is my book haul video. That's everything I bought in October, other than that last Kids on Earth book that I mentioned earlier. As far as when I'm going to read these, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to read them at some point. But that's for another video. I'm going to keep this one nice and brief. I'm going to stop here, and pretty soon I'm going to have another video because I have some ideas for how I'm going to get through this bookshelf while also reading all the other things I still want to read. But yeah, let's save that for another video. That was my book haul for October. I hope you liked it. See you next time.